Now, last time on one of these VHS tape collection type videos, me going through them and whatnot, I briefly mentioned that I had some others, some extras, some extra special VHS tapes that I didn't show off or go through in the last video. I briefly mentioned those, and yeah, so that's what I'm doing now. I'm going through them, showing them off and whatnot. Now these are a little bit different. How do I explain this? Well, my grandma set me up, or bought me kind of like a subscription type service thing, where you would get a certain thing each month, like a magazine and also a VHS tape. It's kind of similar to Zoo Books, if you remember Zoo Books. Yeah, that sort of thing. And this specific one was for the National Geographic Kids, thing. Mainly about animals, because I was really into animals back then, and I still am. I love animals. Animals are highly interesting to me. But yeah, back then I was really, really into different animals and whatnot. So yeah, my grandma bought me this little subscription thing, and it came with, of course, a magazine and VHS tape, like I said. Now, I don't know where the magazines are. I have no clue. I couldn't find any of them. So they must have got lost somewhere when we moved here. But yeah, I don't know. But I do have all the VHS tapes. Now, the VHS tapes were really special, and they were kind of called Really Wild Animals. National Geographic Kids video. And this one specific is about totally tropical rainforest, basically tropical rainforest animals. And it has one of my favorite animals on it, a tree frog, a red-eyed tree frog. I love those things. I love frogs in general. That is actually my favorite animal, is a frog. But yeah, I love these specifically because they look so cool, and I love their little hands and eyes and stuff. But yeah, does anybody remember these? Anybody else have these? The Really Wild Animals VHS tapes from National Geographic Kids. And I think, like I said, they did come with magazines, if I remember right. But God only knows where the magazines are. From mine are. Don't know. But yeah, anyways, yeah. These were always really so fun, because they just featured a bunch of different animals and whatnot. And they also had this cool little character on them called Spin. He was like this little animated globe. He was really cool. And apparently he was voiced by that guy. Narrated by Dudley Moore. But yeah, really cool. He had a really cool voice, and he was really fun. And they actually also changed his design later as well. I'll show a picture of it, because it's probably not going to be on any of these VHS tapes. Yeah. But yeah, I always loved Spin. He was always really cool. But yeah, that was the first one. Or they're not in any order. I don't know if they actually were in order. They probably are, like numbered order or whatever. But yeah, this was one of my favorites, because of course I love tree frogs, and I like tropical rainforest animals as well. Next one is the Amazing North America. This basically, North American animals, like the raccoon. I love raccoons. Shout out to Jimothy. Anyways, but yeah, raccoons and other North American animals like the wolf. And apparently turtles. Oh, turtles is also one of my favorite animals as well. I love turtles. But yeah, they're Spin again, and yeah, the back of these aren't really that interesting. They just pretty much feature another animal and Spin, of course, and that down there, and yeah, pretty cool though. Pretty cool. Next one is the dinosaur one. Y'all know me, I love dinosaurs. I was a big dino kid. I still am a dino adult, I guess. I love dinosaurs or anything to do with dinosaurs. You know. But yeah. And this featured a lot of dinosaur related stuff. And also, you know, animals that are related to the dinosaurs, or like weird animal, you know, like Komodo dragon, and that's either an alligator or a crocodile. Not sure the difference, but yeah. And for some reason there's a spider on it. I don't know why the spider's on it. But yeah. Oh, and also, oh yeah, I guess it went into the creepy creatures as well in this one. It says spiders, ants, dung beetles. Yeah. See, this one doesn't have Spin on the back. I think this is one of the ones where Spin looked different, and I don't know why they didn't feature his new design. Oh, there's Spin. I don't think that is new. Yeah, that looks a little bit different. I think he changed designs like maybe 3 times. So that's another design of him. But there was another design that looked really different, and hopefully I showed a picture of it. But yeah. Anyways, next one is Monkey Business and Other Family Fun. I guess this one was all about monkeys and also family, you know, animal families or whatever. Yeah. Yep, it says different types of animal families like elephants, octopuses, ostriches, bullfrogs, and whatnot. Yeah, there's some elephants. I also love elephants as well. I think that's a seagull. Or some kind of bird, it doesn't really say. Oh yeah, they also had weird, kind of cool animal music videos. Basically music, some sort of like kids related music that had animals in it and whatnot. It was related to the animal or whatever. It was really cool, if I remember right. But yeah, pretty cool. Pretty cool. And yeah, there's that orangutan. And next is dolphin. Deep sea dive. There's some penguins up top there as well. I guess this is about the underwater ones. Yeah. The oceans, great whales, scary sharks and dolphins and whatnot. Yeah, there's some killer whales. I always love killer whales too. But yeah. And there's Spin again. Next one is the Australian one. Wonder Down Under. They got a big koala bear, or drop bear. And also, emu. I think that's an emu. Some kind of emu. That the Australians lost the war to. But yeah. And there's Spin again, and yeah. Oh, there's a kangaroo. I didn't even notice that. But yeah. The next one is about dogs and cats. Hot dogs and cool cats. I guess it's dog and cat related things like jaguars, African wild dogs, lions, North American cougars, coyotes, and whatnot. You know, the wild dogs and the wild cats and whatnot. But yeah, see, look, there's some wolves. I think that's wolves. I don't know what that is. I think that's some kind of, I don't know. Maybe that's just a regular like house dog or whatever, or you know, regular pet. I don't know. It almost looks like I don't know. Pretty cool though. Pretty cool. Next is polar bear, and a walrus up there. This one must be about apparently killer whales again, and penguins and seals and polar bears. Really cool though. And once again, there's Spin. Oh, there's some penguins up top. But yeah, another cool one. And panda bears, adventures in Asia. Oh, there's an elephant. It must be the Asiatic elephant. Yeah, that everyone forgets about. Hairy orangutans, manta rays, elephant families, giant pandas. And what are those? I forget what those are. The snow monkey things. You remember those? You've seen those videos where they're all like hanging out together in the snow and the hot water, you know, and the one of those like geyser things. Yeah. You know that. I forget what they're called. I don't know if they're called snow monkeys. I don't really know. And the last one is Sweeney Safari. Ooh, there's a giraffe. That's my grandma's favorite animal, by the way. But yeah, and then there's a cheetah. Pretty cool. And there's some gazelles or something. This is all about the Serengeti. You know, cheetahs, crocodiles, rhinos, elephants, and lions, of course. And also apparently chimps. Oh yeah, but that might be the other thing, yeah. Let's forget about that. The other part of Africa. But yeah, pretty cool. And that was the last one. And that's the last of them. Of these National Geographic Kids video, Really Wild Animals. I only have like, let me count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10. I only have 10. Yeah, 10. I was double checking. But yeah, I only have 10 of them. And like I said, she only bought me for so long. And these are the only ones I ever got. And like I said, I have no clue where the magazines are. I looked everywhere for them. I couldn't find them anywhere. So they're long gone somewhere. They might be even in my grandma's garage somewhere. Who knows? I have no clue. But yeah, those were just yet another one of my VHS collections of National Geographic Really Wild Animals. If you remember these, you're a real one. If you remember, especially if you remember Spin. Good old Spin. But yeah. And that's about it. See everyone later.